Now, today we'll give definition of three mode relations. Three mode relations. First of them is it is symmetric. First of them is anti-symmetric. First of them is anti-symmetric. What is it? It says if AB belongs to R implies BA belongs to R only if A is equal to B, then R is anti-symmetric. Then R is anti-symmetric. So definition is very confusing definition. And you have to hear very minutely to understand it. I am giving an example. Say I take 1 1, 1 5 on the same set, 1 5, not 5 1, 7 2, but not 2 7, and 5 5. Now see, for these two pairs, for these two orders pair, the symmetric property prevails. It observes the symmetric property. Because on interchanging this one and this one, we get 1 1. So 1 1 is a member of the set. On interchanging these two fives, we get again 5 5. So the 5 5 is included in the set. But on interchanging these two, we get 5 1. Now see, 5 1 is not in this set. Similar, on interchanging these two, we get 2 7, but see, 2 7 is not there. So this relation showing symmetric property only when pre-image and image are equal. In these two ordered pairs, see, the pre-image is 1, image is 1. Pre-image is 5, image is 5. So pre-image and images are identical. So this relation shows symmetricity when image and pre-images are identical. When image and pre-images are non-identical, it never shows symmetricity. If we take this relation, say 1 1, 1 3, 3 1, and 3 2 on different set. It is on the different set. The set contains elements 1, 2, 3. Now say this relation is neither symmetric nor anti-symmetric. Because to be symmetric, the ordered pair by interchanging image and pre-image must be included. That is included for this pair. That is included for this pair. But
Okay.
for this ordered pair, the revised ordered pair is not included. So it is not symmetric. It is not anti-symmetric also. Why? Because anti-symmetric says it will show symmetricity if A is equal to B. But for this order, it shows symmetricity for this pair also, where A and B are unequal. So to check anti-symmetric property of a relation, we have to check whether there is elements of the form 1 1 2 2 3 3 or not. Okay, checking completed. You find 1 2 4 8, whatever it may be, or you may not find any ordered pair of the form. If this relation contains no ordered pair, say if we reduce these two ordered pairs, then also this relation remains anti-symmetric, because it will show symmetricity when A is equal to. No such case occurs, so it is automatically valid. So first you have to check whether there is any ordered pair 1, 1, 2, 2 or not. If there is no ordered pair of the form 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 alike, okay, that satisfies this condition. First check. Second check. Now check, is there any ordered pair whose pre-image or images are unequal, but it has the symmetric couple? They are called symmetric couples. It is symmetric couple of this, it is symmetric couple of this. Is this symmetric couple exist or not? If you find there is a non-identical ordered pair whose symmetric couple exists, then you claim that it is not anti-symmetric. But if you can't find any ordered pair of this form where image and p-images are different, whose anti-symmetric couple, you can't find any such ordered pair whose anti-symmetric couple is present, that is, in this case, all have image and p-images are different, but none of these has symmetric ordered pair, symmetric couple in this set. So this relation is anti-symmetric. So these are the two ways to check the anti-symmetricity of a relation. May I repeat? First, you have to check whether there is any element 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of this form or not. If not, okay, no problem. If yes, no problem. If yes, you have to separate the elements, keep aside. Now you check the remaining. Now you check the remaining elements, whether any one of them has anti-symmetric couple present or not. If you find none of them has anti-symmetric couple present, then it is an asymmetric couple present, then it is anti-symmetric. If at least one of them shows that the symmetric couple present, then it is neither symmetric, it is not anti-symmetric. Next come transitive relation. What is transitive relation? Definition: if AB, BC belongs to R, implies AC belongs to R, then R is transitive. R is transitive. Now, see minutely, observe. Now, look at the ordered pair chosen. It ends with B and it starts with B. So these two elements are equal. For example, say 3, 5 and 5, 7. Now see 5, 5, they are equal. So if we observe that these two belongs to R, and then we have to find, after omitting these common element, after omitting the common element, what remains? After omitting the common element, what remains with us? 3, 7. We have to check whether 3, 7 is there or not. So first we have to find two elements, two ordered pairs of ordered pairs like these 3, 5 and 5, 7. If there is any. If there is no such ordered pair of ordered pairs, then it is automatically satisfied. But if you find any two ordered pairs whose image and its pre-image are equal, image and pre-images are equal, then you have to find whether there is any element ordered pair of the form 3, 7 belongs to R or not. If you find that for all such cases 3, 7 like belongs to this, lucky elements like 3, 7, that is element, the ordered pair eliminating the common element, it belongs to R, then only we call that the relation is transitive. Then only we call the relation transitive. Clear? Example. If we give some example, that will be clear to us. Let us see but consider set remains same. A is equal to 1, 2, 5 and 7 as usual. So I am taking a relation. In the relation I am taking 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 5, 5, 5 and 5, 7. So this is a relation. Now I have to check transitivity. Then we'll start. Observe that how I am checking the transitivity. This is the process of checking transitivity when the relation is given in this form. Now take the first order pair, 1, 1. So it ends with 1. Now you have to find another ordered pair which starts with 1, if any. If any. Yes, there is another ordered pair. So 1, 1 and 1, 2 are there. Belongs to R. Now eliminate ones. That gives you 1, 2. Now check whether 1, 2 is there or not. Yes, 1, 2 is there. So 1, 2 belongs to R. So checking with this element completed. Checking with this element completed. May I repeat the process? Yes, I'll repeat the process. So first, what we have to do, we'll start with any element. Not any, we'll start with the first element written. First element. So it was 1, 1 and 1, 2. So since its image is 1, so I have to find any, or if there any ordered pair whose pre-image is 1, but that is which starts with 1 or not. Yes, there is a ordered pair adjacent to this which starts with 1. So we take these two ordered pairs side by side. Now we check if we omit these ones, what will remain? 1. So we have to check whether this ordered pair belongs to the set or not. Yes, this ordered pair is there. So for this 1, 1, it is symmetric. 1, 1, it is transitive for 1, 1. Now come to 1, 2. So it ends with 2. Now you find another ordered pair which starts with 2. So see 1, 2 and 2, 5. These two are there. So on eliminating 2, we get 1, 5. Now check whether there is any element of this form or not. No, there is no 1, 5 in this relation. There is no 1, 5. So does not belongs to R. Hence, R is non-transitive. Checking complete. Now see, up to this your answer is complete. I can again check these two. Now see 2, 5, 5, 5. After eliminating 5, we get 2, 5. See 2, 5 is there. Now see 5, 5. and 5, 7. So after eliminating 5, we get 5, 7. Yes, 5, 7 is there. Now see, only this ordered pair does not show the transitivity property. If at least one pair does not show a transitivity, then the total relation is non-transitive. Total relation is non-transitive. Now see, now we are discuss the matters with some examples. A first example, I consider two relations on the set of all straight lines on a plane. R1, R1 if A is parallel to B. So A and B are parallel. R2, R2B if A is perpendicular to B. Now I am checking transitivity of R1. Let AB, BC belongs to R1. So as per definition, A and B represents two straight lines. A and B represents two straight lines which are parallel. And B and C represents two straight lines which are parallel. Now obviously see that if we omit B from here middle, the remaining two lines are also parallel. So A parallel B, B parallel C, that implies A parallel C. That's why this relation is transitive. What is the method of expressing? That implies A parallel to B after considering, we'll write like that, and B parallel to C. That implies A parallel to C. A parallel B, B parallel C implies A parallel C. This was a theorem in class 8. In class 8, you read about this theorem. If the line AB is parallel to CD and the line CD is parallel to line ED, then AB and ED are parallel. This was in your class 8 syllabus. So this proves that A parallel to C, that is, R is transitive. R is transitive. So this way we can check the transitivity of a relation. Next comes R2. Next comes R2. Just I change this 1 to 2 and the diagram will change. And the diagram will change. This let AB and BC belongs to R2. So the lines A and B are perpendicular. Lies like this. Now see B and C are, BC belongs to R2. That means B and C are perpendicular. So I have to draw the line C making a 90 degree with the line B. So this is our C. Now if we eliminate B from the middle, now if we eliminate B from the middle, we will see that we will have two lines A and C which are non-parallel, non-perpendicular, they are parallel. So this relation is non-transitive. If to be transitive, A must be perpendicular to C. But according to the geometry, A and C are parallel instead of being perpendicular. Now how could we represent it? So A perpendicular to B, to B, and B perpendicular to C. That implies A is parallel to C, that implies A is non-perpendicular to C. That implies R is non-transitive. R is non-transitive. This is the method. First example. Now I'll go to second example. Now, if you have any problem, you may discuss. If that is a relation, sometimes we denote by if, G, or like this. But you have to define is a set of natural number defined by f is equal to ordered pair xy such that x plus 3y equal to 12. Now we have to this order pair where x plus 3y is 12. Now you are asked to write the domain and range and to draw the arrow diagram of the relation. So x belongs to xy from n to n. So x belongs to n, y belongs to n. That is set of natural. So value of x starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, dot, 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 dot. And value of y starts from again 1, 2, 3, 4, and dot, dot, dot. Now you have to find out the ordered pairs which satisfy this. Now if we choose x is equal to 1, now see x is equal to 1 gives you 1 plus 3y is equal to 12. So 3y is equal to 11. So y is equal to 11 by 3 does not belongs to n because it must be an integer. Must be an integer. But 11 by 3. So 1 x cannot be 1. So this shows that x cannot be 1. Again you substitute x2 here. So it is 2 plus 3y is equal to 12. So 3y is equal to 10. So y is equal to 10 by 3 does not belongs to n because it is fraction. So x cannot be 2. So there cannot have any ordered pair starting with 1, starting with 2. No ordered pair are there. Now come to 3. If we substitute 3 here, you will have 3 plus 3y is equal to 12 or y is equal to 3. So x is equal to 1, x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 3 is an element of this f. Because when x is 3, y is 3 and 3 plus 3 into 3 is 12. Satisfied. Similarly, you can check with 4. You will say 3y is 8. 3y will be 8. So 8 is not divisible by, as 8 is not divisible by 3, it cannot be 4. Similarly, when x is 5, it will be 7. 7 is not divisible by 3. So again come to x is equal to 6. So x is equal to 6. So 3y is equal to 6. So y is equal to 2. So 6, 2 is another member of this relation. Proceeding, when this observation shows that the values of x will be multiple of 3. So we jump to 9. When x is 9, so 3y is 3, so y is 1. After 9, we jump to 12. When we jump to 12, x is 12, then 3y is 0, so y is 0, and 0 is not in A. So 12, 0, so 12, 0 cannot be a member of this set. And again, if we move further, if we put x is equal to 15, then 3y is minus 3 and y is minus 1 and no negative value of y. So these are the only three elements of this relation. These are the only three elements of this relation. So in this way, a relation can be defined and you have to find out the elements of the relation. Now, from the element of the relation, we can easily draw its arrow diagram as well as its domain. So, domain of f is equal to what I have said. Domain means set of pre-images. These are called pre-images. So, the set will contain 3, 6 and 9 only. And range I told that range of F, range is set of images. So images are 3, 2 and 1. So 3, 2 and 1. You can write it 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 1, in any order, but you have to write 3, 2 and 1. Order is not important. So this is range. Then what is arrow diagram? This will be N, this will be N, and N contains 1, 2, 3, 4, dot, 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 dot. And we need the elements 6, 9, and dot, 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 dot. No other elements I need. So 3, 6, 9 you have to mention here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dot, 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 dot. So dot, 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 dot means all other elements exist. So 3 has image 3. So 3 to 3 arrow will be there. 6 has image 2. The arrow from 3, 6 will hit 2. And 9 has image 1. So an arrow from 9 will hit 1. This is its arrow diagram. This is now if we change the set from N to W and we redefine the relation as x plus 2y is equal to 12. In that case, F will be, now 0 is included. So it will be 0, 6, starts with 0, 6, 2, 2, 5, 4, 4, 6, 3, 8, 2, 10, 1 and 12, 0. So the domain will be 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and range will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clear? These kind of sums you have to face. Now see next example. A relation R is defined from Z to Z and Z is set of integers. That is, it contains positive as well as negative integers. R is xy where x into y is 30. Now what will be the members of this? If we consider x as 1, then y is 30. 130. Not only 130, minus 1, minus 30 is also there. So after writing 1, we will write the symmetric one. Not symmetric, the similar one for negative. See, if x is 2, then y must be 15. So similar negative pair is minus 2, minus 3. If it is 3, then it is 10. So similar negative pair is minus 3, minus 4. 30 is not divisible by 4. So we jump to 5. 5, 6, minus 5, minus 6. Then 6, 5. Now see 5, 6 and 6, 5 are different. So minus 6, minus 7, 8, 9. None is divisible by 30. 30 is not divisible by none of 5, 7, 8, 9. But we jump to 10. 10 3 minus 10 minus 3. Then 15 2 and minus 15 minus. Then 31 minus 30 minus 1. So these are the members of R. These are the members of R. So domain of R is 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2, 3 minus 3, 5 minus 5, and so on. And range is like this. Now in this case, domain and range are same. Domain and range are same. This was our next example. Now recording on. Mapping or function is a special type of relation in which, note few words, all elements in A from A to B করে দিলাম. Each elements of all elements in A has exactly one image in B. For example, say A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now see, R is a relation which has 1, 2 and B. B ধরো A, P, Q, R. Now see, we consider the 1A, 2A, 3P, 4Q. This. Now this is a relation from A to B. But see, this relation is not mapping. This relation is not mapping. Not a mapping. Why? Why? Since now see, all elements A must have exactly one image. Now see, one has image. One image of one is A. Is there any ordered pair starts with 1? No. So 1 has only one image A. 2 has image again A. Image may be equal. Image may be equal, but two image cannot be equal. Image may be equal. 2 has image A. Does 2 has any other image under R? No. 3 has image. Does 3 has any image under R? No. Q 4 has an image Q. Does 4 has any other image? No. But see, 5 does not have any image. Since 5 has no image. So all elements of A must have image and exactly one image. Not only one image, not only an image, exactly one. For example, let's see, this is R1, this is R2. We consider 1A, 2A, 3P, 5Q, 4A, 4P, and 1Q. Now see, 1 has image, 2 has image, 3 has image, 4 has image, 5 has image. So first condition satisfied. All have images. But see, 1 has two images, 2 images. 1 has 2 images. One image is A, another image is Q. So this exactly one condition violated. That's why R2 is not a mapping. Since mapping or function, since one has multiple image. Since one has multiple image, that's why it is not a mapping. So to be a mapping, all should have image and all should have exactly one image. These two things I have to check. These two things we have to check. Clear? Next see. Now I will give you some examples that you have to verify in your question papers. After giving examples, I will ask you your opinion regarding this concept. Z equal to set of integers. R subset of Z plus Z defined by X, Y belongs to R. X, Y belongs to R, where X is equal to AB and Y is equal to A minus B. A, B belongs to Z. So these kind of ordered pairs are in R, X, Y, such that X is product of two integers and Y is difference of same integers. Y is difference of same integers. Then I have to check whether it is a relation or not, a mapping or not. Now we have to check whether this is a mapping or not. To be mapping, all elements in Z must have an image. So X will be an element of Z. Let X belongs to Z. We consider an arbitrary element of Z. Then X is equal to 1 into X. We can write it 1 into X. Any integer can be written in this form. 1 into X. 1 belongs to Z. And 1 minus X also belongs to Z. Because we know that difference of, but that is if A and B be two integers and A minus B is also an integer. It may be positive, it may be negative. Positive or negative, that's not matter. But 1 minus X is an integer. For example, if X is 9, we can write it 1 into 9. Now see 1 minus 9 is minus 8. So minus 8 belongs to Z. So 1 minus X is equal to Y, taking 1 minus X is equal to Y. X, Y belongs to R. Okay, because you can express X as product of two integers and Y as difference of, not difference, subtraction of those two integers. So X, Y belongs to R. Hence, for all X belongs to Z, there is a pre-image, there is an image 1 minus X. There is an image 1 minus X belongs to Z. So for all X, so it is satisfied that for all elements of Z has image. So first condition satisfied. Hence, first condition satisfied. Now question is whether this image is unique or not. whether this image is unique or not. Now come to the example. 4 belongs to Z. Now see, 4 belongs to Z. 4 is equal to 1 into 4. We can write it 1 into 4. We can write it 2 into 2. We can write it 4 into 1. In all the cases, 1 minus 4 equal to minus 3 belongs to Z. Is an image of 4. Again come 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Belongs to Z. Hence 0 is an image of 4. Again, if 4 minus 1, then 4 minus 1 is equal to 3 belongs to Z. 4 minus 1 is equal to 3 belongs to Z. So C is also an image. So in this way, we see that 4 has 3 images: minus 3, 0, and 3. Minus 3, 0, and 3 all are images of 4 under this relation. So this relation satisfies the first condition, that is, all X belongs to Z has image. I constructed single image. To show this, you have to construct only one image. That is enough to show that everyone has an image. Now you have to check whether is there any element which has more than one image. That you have to check in this way. So that implies the second condition is not satisfied. So this relation is no more a mapping. Next example. Now we consider relation from R to R defined by X sin X. So sin X is image of X. Now whether all real number for sin X is defined for all real number or not. First condition, now sin X is defined. Can you tell any value of X for which you can't find the value of sin X? No. Sin X is defined for all X belongs to R. Hence, all X belongs to R has image. Has image. Hence, first condition satisfied. Next, second condition. Can you tell me any value of X for which sin X has multiple values? I have to substitute the value of X and sin X will give you multiple value. In your calculator, you will type X sin of X, and calculator will give 2. At least 2 value is enough to prove that this is not a mapping. See, no such value exists. For every X belongs to R, value of sin X is specific. Sin X has exactly 1 value. For all X belongs to R, value of sin X is unique. Unique, that is single value. Hence, second condition satisfied. Second condition also satisfied. So this is a mapping. Hence, this is a mapping or function. Now see our next example. F from W to W. W is the set of whole numbers, and set of whole numbers defined by fx is x to the power. Instead of writing this, we can express this as fx is equal to sin x. We can express this as fx is equal to, or fx is equal to sin x, simply this one. So fx is equal to x to the power x. Now I have to check first condition as well as second condition. Does first condition satisfied? What is your opinion? Does all x belongs to W? For all x belongs to W, x to the power x belongs to W. Can you tell me any value of x for which x to the power x is not in W? Can anyone tell me? Srija? Hey Srija.
হ্যাঁ স্যার
বলতে পারবি x এর একটা ভ্যালু যার জন্য x টু দি পাওয়ার x W তে নেই, হোল নাম্বার না? পারবি? এগুলো মনে রাখবি।
স্যার বলবো?
0 belongs to W, but 0 to the power 0 being undefined, 0 to the power 0 being undefined, f0 is undefined. Hence, 0 has no image. Hence, f is not a mapping. F is not a mapping. Example, if relation defined from R to R defined by fx is equal to log of x to the base. Now, is it a mapping? Is it a mapping? Answer is no. It is not a mapping, as so many examples. -5 belongs to R, but f of -5 is equal to log of -5 is equal to undefined. You can place any negative value, because we know that in class 9 and in class 11 also, the log of negative number is not defined. So any negative number in R, any negative real number does not have any image. So it is enough to show one value that it is not a mapping. We have a plenty of examples. So we have to mention at least one of them. If we can say 0 belongs to R, but f0 is equal to log of 0 equal to undefined. Now see, if we replace this function by log of mod x, then what will happen? In case of log of mod x, it is log of mod x, it becomes log of mod x is equal to log of 5, mod of -5, 5 is equal to defined. So all negative values has image, but 0 is there. Log of mod 0 and 0 all are same, so undefined. So only in that case, only 0 has no image. Only 0 has no image. If instead of x, if we define the function as log of mod x, then only 0 has no image. So it is not a. These kind of questions you have to follow. Question will be if f is defined by fx is equal to, whether it is a mapping or not. For these kind of functions, you have to know the definition of this. The definition is very important. Yeah. Next example. Now our next example, a from R2 are defined by fx is equal to root over 16 minus x square. Now we have to check whether this is a mapping or not. It is very easy. Answer f5 is equal to root over 16 minus 5 square. Root over minus 9. Now see, this does not belongs to R because root over minus 9 is a purely imaginary number. So that implies 5 has no image. 5 has no image. Hence, it is not a map. It is not a mapping. Now see, recording. Now see, if we consider change the relation by this, a from A to R, where A is the set, x belongs to R, where minus 1 less than x less than 4. In that case, since minus 4 is less than x less than 4, so x square is less than 60. You can take any value in between these two and satisfying this, and you will take a square, you will see that x square is less than 60. So 16 minus x square is positive always. So fx is equal to 16 minus x square, being square root of a positive number, it always belongs to R. And it has a unique value. Square root of a positive number has a unique value. So all x belongs to A has unique image. You have to add the word unique image. So in this case, F becomes a mapping. It becomes a mapping.